Preston is one of those kids that he had a dream. His grandfather played for the University of Kansas with JoJo White. Anybody know who JoJo White is? If you're really old, he's in the Hall of Fame. He played for the Boston Celtics. He's in the NBA Hall of Fame. He played for the University of Kansas, which is one of the top 5 college programs. His grandfather was a shooter, skinny dude too, huh? Yeah. Toby Harmon?
That was my uncle. Phil was my grandfather.
Phil Harmon was his name. So Preston would always say, he was about his 8th grader. I tell him he played on our second team. I always had 2 teams in AYBL. He would play on our second team. Skinny guy. And he'd always say every year, I'm going to be a D1 player. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be like my grandpa. I'm going to be a D1 player. Okay, Preston. At least start eating, and maybe you'll have a chance, Preston. But I never discouraged him. Did I ever discourage you? I said, keep playing. I always had 2 teams because that year we had some really good players. He always played on the second team. As a senior, he was on the second team, the select team. In fact, I think Coach Menners was his coach, right? And so he played at Siebel High School. He was honorable mention All Metro, and had how many offers midway through April? 0. So I took a chance, and I told the Trinidad coach, we play in Denver. On the way back, did this kid stop at your school and take a look at him? I think he's got a chance. He can shoot the ball. If you just feed him and bulk him up, I think he's going to surprise you. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And he took a chance. And so I want you to share your story, and because I'm so proud of this guy. Seeing him from scrubbing kid, to see him now. Come on in. So there's 2 chairs right there. So Preston, kind of tell me, from AYBL to now, and where you went, and tell these guys what it takes to be a D1 player. He ended up fulfilling his dream. So go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to first of all thank Marty for bringing me back. I don't get to be home that often anymore, so when I do come back, I went and spoke at Siebel last summer. So
speak up. We got people on speakerphone.
Okay. So I just want to thank you for the opportunity to tell my story. So as Marty said, I started with their club in 8th grade. My friend Zach Garcia invited me. He's like, hey, I'm playing with the Granger Hurricanes. I think you'd be a good fit. So I came out. I lived in the Northeast Heights, and Kevin was on the West Side, so I didn't even know them at this point. So they welcomed me in. Coach Alvin was my coach, and as Marty said, I was on the second team. And I didn't think anything of it back then. I was just excited for the opportunity to get to play. So as school progressed, I got to high school. I always ran cross country and played basketball in high school. My dad was a professional runner, so I did both. So I didn't really get to play AAU until my junior year. That was the first time I played AAU with the Granger Hurricanes. And as Marty said, I was on the second team. So on the first team, all my friends like Bryce Alford, Colin Neal, Zach Lee, they were all on the top team. So I always wanted to play with them, but I was like, well, I'm getting a chance to play AAU. We went to Phoenix, we went to Denver. I was getting a chance to travel and get in front of some coaches. So even though I had the dreams and the aspiration of playing on the top team, I didn't let that deter my effort from playing on the second team. So I always played as hard as I could, and I was trying to prove that I could play with the top team. So as I said, I only got to play with them at the end of my junior year. I'm definitely thankful for that opportunity because going into my senior year, I was ranked, I actually have a picture on my phone, I was ranked 17th in the 2013 class. I was a 17th ranked player. And so I knew I was good enough to play at college. I just needed the opportunity. So as Marty said, he called up Coach Fold at Trinidad State Junior College about 3 hours from here. And Coach Fold actually came down to watch me in the state tournament. And that was the first year we had, Kevin was a junior that year, that we got out of the first round. So my junior year, I forgot to mention this, I was on JV my junior year as well. I floated JV and varsity, and I barely played any varsity until our top player, James Healy, hurt his back. And then they moved me up to his spot, so I was getting some minutes off the bench my junior year. So I was on JV my junior year as well. And then my senior year, my junior year, we got upset by Monzano. We were the 4 seed. We got upset at home. And we hadn't been out of the first round of the state tournament in probably 10 years. So my senior year, we were playing Albuquerque High at home. actually got fouled on the last second shot, and he missed the first free throw. The game was tied, and he made the second one with no time left, and so we got to go to the pit for the first time in like 10 years. So Coach Folda came down, and he saw me playing in the pit. We played El Dorado. I think I had like 24 points that game. And so when I went on my visit, he was like, hey, you played really well in the state tournament. I'd like to offer you a scholarship. So he offered me a partial scholarship. That was my only offer, as Marty said. I didn't get anything from AAU. I had no other coaches calling me. I went to Otero Junior College. They wanted me to walk on. So I gratefully accepted his offer, and I went up to Trinidad State. Going to Trinidad State was tough, I'm not going to lie. Junior college is definitely a grind. I wasn't playing much, and going from being the starter and the leading scorer my senior year to not barely touching the floor was hard. I'm not going to lie to you. But I just kept working. My coach told me your opportunity will come, just keep working. Two of the starters, they were brothers. They came back late from Christmas break. My coach benched them. I ended up starting every game second semester. Going into my sophomore year, I started every game. I was a team captain. I had one offer in November from a Division I school, Prairie View A&M in Texas. They wanted me to sign in November before I even played my sophomore year. I declined the offer, and I never heard from them again. So at the end of my sophomore year, I had a lot of D2 offers, but I didn't have any D1 offers yet. My coach told me, hey, go to this Jerry Mullins showcase down in Dallas. I think it'd be really good for you. I really didn't want to go. I was going to be like, it's just organized pickup. I'm never going to touch the ball. Everyone's going to shoot it. He's like, hey, just go. It'll be good for you. I ended up going. I paid the $300. My grandpa bought me a flight out there because I was just going to drive. And I ended up getting a Division I offer from Norfolk State University. So it was a full ride. It was my first full ride. So I went to Norfolk State University. I just graduated in May from there. And really all I want to say is that all it takes is one person to see you. As Marcy said, I had no offers coming out of high school, but I didn't let that deter me from my goals. I kept working. I realized what it took. You had to be in the gym all the time. In high school, being that I ran cross country and did 2 sports, I wasn't in the gym as much as I should have been. I could have been a way better player in high school and in junior college than I was because I didn't realize really what it took. I think being in New Mexico, it's kind of hard because you can be a really great player, but you don't realize how many other great players are out there in the country that are all trying to get your college scholarship that you want. So nowadays when I come back home, I go lift in the morning and I try to get 2 basketball workouts a day. And right now I'm still waiting for my opportunity. I'm waiting to go overseas. I'm waiting on my agent, and all I know is I just need that one opportunity, and I'll make the most out of it, just as I did with college. So I was in your guys' shoes, right? I was in here sitting in one of these meetings, waiting to play, and I just want you guys to trust Marty. He has your best interest in heart, trust me. He's the one who got me my offers, so he knows what he's doing. You guys are in good hands, and just keep working hard, and whatever you want to do, you can achieve it, even coming out of this state. So just keep working hard, and thank you guys for listening to my story. So, thank you.